In a world where local musicians and artists are unrated, underappreciated, unnoticed, battered, abused, and swept under the rug.
Living show to show without secure benefits like medieval jesters.
Run with the kittens.
You're actually listening to it right now. I played a song for my hamster that just died.
Like I
lied.
Underplayed and underpaid.
Real local music.
Use what you have.
all the canned rock stuff. And the can't rock stuff too.
Chuck wood around.
We won't get into that.
That's a good thing.
Mondays at 6 p.m.
Local special to me. Really cool. Amazing. Incredible. Like, I need to rise up to this level.
Phenomenal.
Definitely incredible.
Probably the coolest.
Strong. You're a people-aholic.
Oh.
Wow, you're killing me.
I'll try not to swear.
CFRU 93.3.
Wow, the food was
Delicious.
had a smorgasbord of awesomeness.
It's not your regular breakfast sausage.
I also ate some cocktail leaders and drank some melon liqueur one morning very early on the tour bus.
Welcome to Underplayed and Underpaid. This is Brian McNeil alongside.
I'm your co-host, Braden Johnson.
And our show is Underplayed and Underpaid, as I already said, but man, it's so hot in here, it's hard to think.
It is hot out here. It's hot outside, too.
Yes, it is.
It's actually nice. I'm wearing shorts for the first time this year, actually.
I wore sandals yesterday.
It is great. It's wonderful.
Yeah, well, yeah, yesterday it was tough to just be anywhere yesterday after St. Paddy's Day. Oh, man, I ran a wicked event at the Red Papaya. And, live music at the Red Papaya. You can check it out at musiclives.ca because they're a new edition. And, how was your St. Paddy's Day there, Braden?
My St. Paddy's Day, I was supposed to actually go to the event that you threw, but I ended up going out for dinner and ate too much steak and got too tired and stayed at home on St. Patrick's Day. I guess I'm getting old.
Yeah, well, I guess not everybody got their steak and a beach on the 14th, you know?
Exactly. I'm kind of lame now. I don't party as much. All right, so, tonight on the show we have Tiger Suit. We're going to have them into the studio in about 10 or 15 minutes. We're going to do an interview, play some of their tune. They're a local Guelph band. If you're unfamiliar with the show is about local artists, local musicians, getting their music out there, getting them played.
Free promotion. Contact me or Braden at bryancfru@gmail.com. That's Brian CFRU, all one word, with a Y. And, We'll come and either interview you at your place and then bring some of your tunes in, or we'll have you live in the studio. I've been doing that a lot lately, by the way. I don't know if you've noticed, but
I have. Yeah, it's I think it's better.
Yeah, more intimate, interactive.
To have them in the studio. Yeah. So if you want to come into the studio, if you're an artist or if you know somebody that wants their music played, give us an email.
Yeah, or, feel free to give us a call even at 519-837-2378, and we'll make some connections and hook you up.
Or you can check us out on Facebook. Search Underpaid and Underplayed.
With an ampersand in the middle.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Well, what do you want to do first, bud?
All right. You want to start off with some Mo Coffee?
We can start off with some Mo Coffee.
And then
Mo Coffee. And then some Mo Coffee.
Yeah, I need some Mo Coffee. It's only 6. You can squeeze a couple more coffees in today, I think.
For sure. And if you are or aren't even familiar with Mo Coffee, you can find Underplayed ampersand Underpaid on Facebook. If you like it, then basically the show's archive of our show, Underplayed and Underpaid, is listed there, and you can go back and find the date and time, obviously, for the live interview I did with Mo Coffee at his place. And what a super talented musician.
Yeah, he's actually a programmer at CFRU as well, so you can check out his show.
Plays tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, did you know that Nicola from Van Gogh's Ear has a show an hour before us?
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just so shouts out to Nicola, who in the summer is planning on biking around Georgian Bay for 2 months.
Oh, wow.
That's a random out there. Yeah, let's go for a bike ride.
All right, so here comes some Mo Coffee on CFRU 93.3 FM Community Radio. You are listening to Underpaid and Underplayed with your hosts, Braden and Brian.
Yeah, and the song's called What You Gonna Do, 93.3.
As I walk along this old dirt road, must be doing something right, I'm getting old. But no, I don't really mine. I got one more day in time. Sometimes things is right, sometimes they're wrong. Some days are short, some are long. The way things turn out could be bad or good. May holler out, didn't work the way it should. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? All you can do is what you can. Dig the dirt, play in the sand. Fly through the air, walk upon the land. Take your turn, walk like a man. Keep your eyes wide open, your hands upon the wheel. Life's a card game, is your deal. Some folks like to scream and fight. I know everything's gonna be alright. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Never know when the end is in sight. Be the middle of the day or a cold dark night. Make it too bad is what you start to do. Eat your lunch or maybe just tie your shoe. Go for water, find your well run dry. Time to stop walking and learn to fly. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
That was the Stallions of Mo Coffee, who you can catch on his show a little bit later. It's called The Wacky World of Waldo Fortunes. And, yeah, so up next we got a song here by Mike Todd. Braden and I used to actually play this last summer. And, well, not everybody was going to understand because, I mean, most of you students were gone for the summertime and even less people probably tuned in. But either way, anyway, there was a dog that went missing. It was a puggle. And I'm trying to remember the name of the dog. So if anybody has information on what happened to the puggle or what the dog's name was, this puggle, this missing puggle, give us a call at 519-837-2378. Hopefully it's a tale of glee and not a tale of woe. And on that note, here's some Mike Todd, and the song is called Rescue Me, 93.3, Underplayed and Underpaid.
Don't want to hurt you, don't want to make you cry. I don't want to see you, 'cause I don't want to have to lie. When too much ain't enough, and I can't carry on. Rescue me, come rescue me, come rescue me, come rescue me, rescue me. Long ago, seems I lost myself. I can't find my way. All day long, I wanna cry out loud. Black and white have turned gray. When too much ain't enough, I can't carry on. Rescue me, come rescue me, come rescue me, come rescue me, yeah. Rescue me, come rescue me, rescue me. Cigarettes and empty bottles just won't fill the hole inside. Ashtrays filling up, a heartache's not enough. Come rescue me, rescue me.
That was Mike Todd and the Mike Todd Trio with a song called Rescue Me. And, well, nobody called to let us know what's going on with the Puggle. Was he found? Is he still gone? I mean, Humane Society didn't call to be like, oh, yeah, we took that and we found him. And
oh, yeah, what was his name, that dog?
I can't remember.
I cannot remember.
And nobody called in to let us know.
I assume that he was found, considering the posters went down. And
well, yeah. See, you could always assume that the posters were taken down for the negative reasons, and
well, if you're still out there, we're rooting for you, Puggle.
Yeah, yeah. All right, well, hey yo, I'm single. I'm gonna get into some feel good music because the last one kind of rains on my parade and harshes my mellow. But yeah, here's a song by Sugar Shane Phillips. off the album called Selling Out, and the song's called Hooked Into You. Actually, I believe he's raised in Fergus, and then got bigger in Guelph. He's even done Sammy Davis Jr. in the Rat Pack in Toronto, live performances. Extremely talented individual, and I believe he's touring over by Germany or something still for the past 6 months. And so let's get into that. Here's Sugar Shane Phillips on 93.3 CFRU.
Try to catch my eye, it was then in my mind. Everyone till now prepared my heart for you. Why did it hesitate? I realized it would be fate. Unsure till now, it was only a matter of time. You blow my mind, I'm hooked into you. Described to you when my rant was overdue. Days were getting long, my friends weren't coming through. You'd work some overtime, so we had some peace of mind. Your frowns were few, I knew I could count on you. You blow my mind, I'm hooked into you. Hey, yeah. I feel so alive when I'm next to you. Woo! Well, you work some overtime, so we'd have some peace of mind. Your frowns were few, and I know I can count on you. Make things alright, I'm hooked into you. I feel so alive when I'm next to you. Whoa, you blow my mind, I'm hooked into you. I feel so alive when I'm next to you. Whoa.
So yeah, that was some Sugar Shane Phillips, and again, you can find Underplayed Underpaid on Facebook. And yeah, I did an interview with him, and I believe that day I also played either D.E. Varcher or Joni Narita, who I interviewed them as well. It was a soul day, soulful. And we're going to be joined in a few minutes here with Curtis from the band Tiger Suit. Very interesting sound. I kind of describe it as like a electronica with some soul. And first, we're going to play a song and kind of let them get settled in here. And the song is going to be called Nowhere Fast by Tiger Suit on 93.3 CFRU. And it's going to load still because I forgot to close the CD tray.
So yeah, this is Tiger Suit. The song is called Nowhere Fast. We have Curtis from Tiger Suit in the studio right now. And right up after the song, he is going to tell us about his music.
She's shoes and a J. Silently I call to you. The lonely girl at your doorstep. Is this my fate? Still she's waiting for you. Just pulling your chain, mate. We are going nowhere fast, and the ride's getting out of control. The thoughts keep getting smaller. This love is taking its toll. Taking its toll. We are going nowhere fast, and the ride's getting out of control. The box keeps getting smaller. This love is taking its toll. We are going nowhere fast, and the ride's getting out of control. The box keeps getting smaller. This love is taking its toll. We are going nowhere fast, and the ride's getting out of control. The box keeps getting smaller. This love is taking its toll.
So that was Tiger Suit with the two songs Frosted Glass followed by Nowhere Fast. We got those mixed up before. We said the first song was Nowhere Fast, but it was actually the second song, the last song that you just heard. We actually have Tiger Suit, Curtis Miranda. He's here with us in the studio, and he's going to talk about his music and what it's all about. So nice to have you here, Curtis.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me down, Braden.
Yeah, for sure. Glad to have you here. Could you tell us a little bit about the band, the project, and yeah, we'll go from there.
Okay, well, the core members are Renee Cross and myself. We've just added a drummer recently, Ian McKay, and for our next few shows, we're going to have some backup singers, Ann Cross and Yvonne Runstettler. So the band is slowly growing, but yeah, we started off with just the two of us, and people often ask, what style are we? I don't really know, but we're kind of electronic, mashed in with some world. There's some pop, some jazz in there, pretty schizophrenic when it comes to style, I guess.
That's good, though. I always find the best music is hard to define what style it is. When people say they're not sure what style their music is, it's the music I want to listen to. So, yeah, can you tell us when the band started, how it started, why it started, just a little bit of background of the band?
Okay, well, we're both lifelong musicians. We were in music at York University, and I guess around 2003 to 2006, I was producing a lot of techno and making techno and house music. And when we came back to Canada after living in Japan for a few years, we were kind of taking stock of all the world instruments we played, and we were thinking, hey, how can we combine this techno and DJ stuff with our own original music and with our world music? And we threw it all in the pot and stirred it up, and Tiger Suit came out.
All right, so the other member of the band, that's Renee, and that's your wife, correct?
Yes.
All right, so did you start making music together before you got married, or was it something that you sort of collaborated on after you were already together?
Well, we met in the music program at York University, so music was already a big part of our lives. And while living in Japan, we would do a lot of performing in clubs where I would be DJing, doing things electronically, and she would be singing. And so that kind of gave birth. I think that planted the seeds to what came later on.
All right. Can you tell us a little bit about your debut album? It's called Tiger Suit, the name of the band. Can you just tell us a little bit about what direction you were going for, and maybe even some tracks in particular?
Okay. So this is our debut album. It has 11 tracks. It's about an hour. We have about 5 songs on there where we're taking world songs, like Shiogama Blues, for example, is a song that uses a Japanese instrument. So we're taking traditional world songs and then kind of adding our own elements in, bringing in the electronic beats, doing things with loopers and trying to build up a lot of crazy sounds.
All right. Did you have any solo projects before you were a part of Tiger Suit? And if so, can you tell us about that?
Yes, I was releasing tracks just under my own name, Curtis Miranda, and just releasing them digitally through a couple different labels and doing remixes and stuff like that. And yeah, also did some performing as part of our degrees at York University. So, and kind of have been performing most of my life, kind of being put on the spot by family members, whatnot. So,
yeah, that's always tough when you're a musician. Your family members always expect you to perform for them.
Or even before you're a musician. I mean, I used to break dance on my blankie when I was 3. Man, who didn't? Okay, just me.
Who
All right.
doesn't?
Hey,
Still.
I'm still single, by the way.
I think that was just you, and I can see why.
Yeah. I spun on my nose a lot.
Yeah, it shows.
I got a big nose.
It shows.
Yeah.
All right, so back to the music. So, yeah.
Lyrically, what type of material do you come up with? Does your wife write it, or do you both collaborate on it?
She's the primary lyricist, I would say. There's a couple on here that I wrote. Free TV, that was one that actually kind of came out of a dream. It was like a horrible vision of the future where we're all kind of semi-slaves, sort of the way things are going, but...
Already, yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, well, I don't think it was a dream.
Yeah. So, that was a dream song, and actually the rest of the songs on here were all Renee's lyrics.
Okay, so could you tell us about like the process that you come up with the song? Do you make the instrumental and then she has like an idea for a song and you sort of put it together? Do you work together throughout the entire process to make the songs?
Unfortunately, we have yet to find a perfect formula for writing songs. Yeah. So everyone's a little different. For example, Anuraga Milani, that's a traditional classical Indian song. So the song's several hundred years old. So that was more of an adaptation. Where other songs like Frosted Glass, I had a chord progression that I really liked. So I would play it for Renee. And then sometimes she would come up with a B part, and we kind of bounce things back and forth. And being husband and wife, of course, we fight it out on quite a few tracks and usually meet somewhere in the middle.
Well, I guess you have to if you're married.
Yeah.
Do you find
common ground.
How is it working with someone so close to you rather than and compared to other musicians? If you were to collaborate or work with them, do you find it's beneficial or?
For us, I'd say beneficial for sure, but I'd say the only problem is your home and your career. Mm-hmm. There's no separation there anymore. So our home is now our workspace. So it can be harder to relax when you're in your own home, and that's also your workspace. But I don't think I could do this with anybody else. Nobody else would be able to stand working with me for such a long time.
Well, I would hope not.
Do you have a system? I mean, this is really interesting that you're always with the other artist and you're that close. So, do you have a system where you have like timeout, or you're allotted certain hours of certain days to go and do your own thing with your outside friends or anything like that?
Not so much, but that might be a great idea. A couple of summers ago, we did a tour out to Vancouver and back, and that was all of us, all our gear crammed into a Pontiac Sunfire, driving 10, 13 hours a day. So,
wow. And
then camping often in the freezing cold. So that was probably the closest we ever came to a band breakup. But I think after that, we can do anything.
Could you tell us a little bit about your influences? I know you talked about it a little bit more or before, but just like some of your favorite artists, and if you draw influences from them, or if you don't, or if they inspire you in any way.
There's a lot of producers who I draw influence from. Danger Mouse, for example. Like I like how he always has really strange things going on in the background that you might not hear when you're listening in the car, but you put the headphones on. There's a lot of weird sounds. So other producers like Luke Vibert, or anybody I like really weird, unusual sounds, something I haven't heard before. So anything that sounds really different is usually inspiring to me.
So what made you choose, I know you mentioned you went to York University for music, what made you choose this direction of music? Because you could have gone in many directions, of course. Was it just sort of a natural progression, or did you sort of say, hey, I like this style of music over this one for any reason?
I guess it's more we're just focusing on making music that we like and that we like to play, and then we're not so much thinking about what style it is. We just make the song and then try to figure out what style it is afterwards, I guess. So I guess we're kind of doing things the backwards way.
So where do you want your music to go? Where do you see it going? What do you want to do with it in the future?
I think we want to go in the same direction, but further, if that makes sense, adding more and more sounds, doing more and more with loopers and effects, and trying to see how much we can pull off in a live environment as well.
I noticed that you guys are on CBC One. Can you tell the listeners a little bit about the relationship, how you got connected with CBC One, and you know what they've done for you?
That was through mailing out a bunch of press kits, and of course, you mail out a couple hundred, and maybe a few people will get back to you. But CBC One, the show was called Fresh Start, and they were really great at getting in touch with us and getting all our information. And now we're in the digital library, so
beautiful.
They've been very supportive. And CFRU as well has been a great supporter.
Cool. Well, yeah, CFRU is pretty great. Can you tell us the hardest thing about being on tour? I don't know, maybe you have a story you'd like to share, or a hard thing about being on the road.
Well, I should raise the point that we're on tour with a very limited amount of funds, so most times when we were on our little mini tours, we would be camping and often trying to find campsites as close to a city as possible. So when you're camping on the outskirts of Calgary, the other people there, they're not really there for the nature and whatnot. So you got a lot of interesting characters in these city campsites, a lot of cold nights, sleepless nights, followed by a hot drive.
Did you ever hear the term yeehaw, eh?
I did not hear it, which is surprising because we were there during the Stampede.
Yeah. Wow. What was that like? The Stampede? Or did you?
To tell you the truth, I kind of expected it would be a more of a crazy party. It seems that Calgary's so spread out. Unlike Guelph, where there's one spot where everybody is and it's always crazy, Calgary's like pouring water onto a table and it's just spread out all over the place. So the party was kind of isolated in different parts of the city. And we had no money anyway, so it wasn't much of a party for us at that point.
So you also mentioned that you're going to be a part of the 24-hour concert. Can you tell us a little bit about that, when it is, and how they can check it out?
Yes, we're super excited about this. It's being run through Velvet Rope magazine.
Claire Humphreys?
Yes. So 24 bands in 24 hours, which is a really interesting idea. It starts, I think, at 8 o'clock on Saturday, March 31st at the Embassy in Uptown Waterloo. Mm-hmm. And then, wrapping up Sunday evening the next day. So it's a marathon. I think they even have prizes for anybody who can stay the full 24 hours.
Oh, wow. Just anybody, guests or artists?
I think for guests.
For guests, for people to come. So drink a lot of coffee if you're going to go to that, I guess.
So I think at this point we're going to have to drop a few PSAs on the people to give respect to the...
PSA time? All right. Yeah. So we're going to take a brief break here. We're going to be back with Curtis Miranda from Tiger Suit. We're going to play a few more tracks and talk to him a little bit more about his upcoming shows, so stay tuned.
Brian McNeil and Braden Johnson here with...
Curtis Miranda.
I knew that.
Yes.
I was going to say it. But from Underplayed Underpaid.
From Tiger Suits. So, we're back in the studio here live with him, and we're just going to get a bit more information about his upcoming shows and play another song by Tiger Suit. So, if you were listening before, or if you weren't listening before, Tiger Suit is a Guelph, a band from Guelph, and So, can you tell us about your upcoming shows? If people hear your music and they want to see you live, where can they go see you, and when?
All right, our next one after the 24-hour concert is going to be April 5th. That's a Thursday, April 5th, at Van Gogh's Ear on the first floor. We're going to be playing with the Golden Retrievers, and the other band is Chris Webber, who are some U of G guys. So 3 acts, starting at about 8:30 and no cover. After that, I think our next Guelph one is April 25th, and that's a fundraiser at the E-Bar.
All right. What's the fundraiser for?
That is for a girls' home in India that we stayed at a couple years ago. It's called Sukri Tam Home.
Okay.
And the other bands for that one are another Guelph group called the Bedsheets and the Line Detective Club.
Okay.
And we've done shows with both acts before, and they're fantastic.
Again, that's at the E-Bar.
That one's at the E-Bar April 25th, and next one is April 5th at Van Gogh's.
All right. Also, if people want to check out your music online or order a CD, where can they do that?
They can do that at tigersuit.com. They can hear the whole album there, and then we have links for iTunes as well. And if you send me a nicely worded email, I'll probably send it to you for free.
Nice. All right, there you have it.
Yeah, there you go.
So you don't have to download it illegally.
Yeah.
Although I'd love it if you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So up next, we're going to play a final track from Tiger Suit. We're going to play the Shiogama Blues here on Underpaid and Underplayed 93.3.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Shiogama Blues by
Tiger Suit. We just had Curtis Miranda of Tiger Suit in the studio. If you were able to catch that, great. If not, you can check out his music at tigersuit.com.
Yeah, what a nice guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a nice guy. He's
Thanks for coming in.
Fun to interview. So if you're listening on the way home, thank you for coming in, and we'll be sure to try to check out some of your upcoming shows.
And much as that gentleman was here to partake in, some free advertisement, so can you. BRYANCFRU at gmail.com is how you get a hold of Braden or myself, or if you know Braden, just call him. Walk up to him at the bar and be like, hey, man, I'd love to be on your show.
Yeah, because everybody knows my number and everybody knows what I look like. Exactly.
It's true.
So.
And if he looks at you with a strange German kind of, one eyebrow raised, it's his brother. Yeah, all right, so,
So next up, we're going to talk about some live music that's coming up in your fair town of Guelph, because we always like to keep you updated with local music.
And that statement has to be right, because the 250 watts of community power doesn't barely reach the city limits. So,
exactly, so we have to talk about Guelph music.
Yeah. On March 21st at Envy Lounge, Almost Famous Open Stage, hosted by D. Eve Archer. Oh, gee, that sounds familiar. Yeah, we interviewed her too. Find us on Underplayed and Underpaid Facebook page, like it, and you can see all of the archive and of course visit cfru.ca, and yeah, and then you get to check out everything that's going on. So moving on. The Junction, March 22nd at the E-Bar. The Junction is there. Fortnite Music presents Toronto band The Junction with support from the British Columbians. All ages, licensed 9 p.m., $7. Sponsored in part by the fine folks at Wellington Brewery. You want to do this one?
Sure, we have Name That Tune at the Jimmy Jazz. It's music trivia. It's not local live music, but it's music nonetheless.
Yeah, that's March 21st, Wednesday, hosted by Aaron Dale, the guy who created musiclives.ca. Go down and support him and win some beer. Can I say win beer? Or
I don't know what you win, actually. Yeah, you do. So, yeah.
Okay.
You win something.
That is what, and you drink it. And St. Patty would like it. All right, moving
Next
on.
up, we have Paul McLeod, like always, at the Jimmy Jazz on Monday night, which is tonight. It's a free show, like always. Paul's been playing there forever. Doesn't mean you shouldn't wait to check him out. Check him out tonight or next week. No excuses.
And ever, and ever, and ever. And it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's the only live music on Mondays in Guelph. Well, downtown, that's for sure. Moving on, moving right along.
We have the Golden Retrievers. They're playing at
the Red Papaya on March 24th, and big ups to Red Papaya for getting in touch with musiclives.ca and Jill down there, and we're gonna do everything we can to help you with your business and also help the local musicians who want to get exposure. So yeah, there you go, and keep your ears to the ground, to the tracks for Fridays, starring Marlon, DJ Envious, and Noah 23 holding it down, rotating on Fridays for Urban Jams Night, something of that caliber. Moving along still. And it's not clicking. There it is.
So like always, we have the weekly Mike Something at Doogie's and Pablo's. He's doing 3 sets with the Test Icicles.
Actually, no.
Oh, no,
Mike
sorry.
Something is from the Test Icicles.
Yes, I knew that.
Yeah.
He's it is the Test Icicles playing at Doogie's and Pablo's. Wow, it is Monday and I'm already off the ball.
Awesome.
So I guess we're going to see how Tuesday and the rest of the week goes from here.
Yeah, and also just by chance, the open stage on on Sunday nights also has Nate Coles over at Jimmy Jazz. That one starts a little late, probably like 11. So if you're a night crawler and you like to play music, that's the place to be, too.
So, and also, we have the Kazoo Fest. That's coming up, too. It's coming up April 11th, I believe. April 11th to the 17th, about there. So, yeah, there's tons of great artists to see. A lot of local artists. So, check that out. You can You can search Kazoo Fest. I think it's kazoofest.ca, but if I'm mistaken, I'm sure you can find them on Google or wherever you like to search. So
Google my Twitter.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna end off here with some Paul McLeod.
Paul McLeod, we got 15 seconds left, so in that 15 seconds I'm going to say, if you're a mangler and you go downtown with very little clothes on, you're going to catch cold, because the weather is going to get cold again. It's been nice that we've had this solar activity, but don't bank on it. And don't get everybody else in your dorm or wherever else sick. Here we go with...
Keep safe. And warm.
All right, we're closing it out with Paul McLeod. Have a great week. Thanks for keeping it locked.
Underpaid and underplayed.
Got no time for the human race. Everybody fighting all over the place. Why don't we grab a bottle and head uptown? Baby, won't you be my girl? I trade my old six-shooter for a diamond ring. Take you all the places that you never been. We'll make a right at the border and just get lost. Baby, won't you be my girl? I ain't got no time for feeling lonely. I got the whole town, baby, on a little old string. Come on out tonight and you can be my thing. I trade my old six-shooter for a diamond ring. Take you all the places that you never been. We'll make a right at the border and just get lost. Baby, won't you be my girl? Got no time for being lonely. I got the whole town, baby, on a little old string. Come on out tonight and you can be my thing. Well, I got no time for the human race. Everybody fighting all over the place. Why don't we grab a bottle and head uptown? Baby, won't you be my girl? Baby, won't you be my girl? Baby, won't you be my girl?